working this time. We are having some technical difficulties here, guys, trying to log in. I believe we are finally in. We have one person watching. We are having some issues. I've tried logging in 2 times already. This is the 3rd time. It might be the 3rd time, or was it the 2nd? No, it's the 3rd. Hello all, and welcome to Wow Crochet Designs. Come on, Mary, you can do this. Hello, Green Butterfly. Don't forget, guys, pop your live chat on. Good morning, Auntie T. Good morning, Green Butterfly. We are having some technical issues trying to log in today. Welcome to your live chat. Remember the guidelines. Yes, we know the guidelines. Hi, Karen. Having some issues, guys. Bear with me. If it cuts off, we'll re-log in again. So just bear with me. We've cut off 3 times. I'm sorry, we cut off twice already. I've logged in 3 times. So bear with me. Hi, Margaret. Hello, Jen. Lovely to have you here as well. Bernadine, beautiful Bernadine is in the house. Welcome, 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 everyone. Struggling to get into the live. It took me 5 minutes to find you. It took me 5 minutes to log on. So there you go. Don't stress, Fraser. I'm having some technical issues here anyway. Angela Jewel. Hello, Angela. You sound new. Angela, welcome, welcome, welcome. It's evening for you, but morning for us here in Melbourne, Australia. So there you go. Hi, Cherry V. Hello, Kathy. All right. So welcome, 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 everyone. You're not stressing. You're not having trouble logging in. I just had trouble. You're not having trouble logging in. You're not having trouble finding me. I just had trouble logging in. On top of that, I did have a little fall before I came on. And if it wasn't for this chair, I would have landed with my head into the shelving right here. What? I tripped over the cords, the leads on the ground, landed on, if the chair stopped me from going straight into the shelving. So there you go. I got a notification about you, so I came to see what's happening. Well, we are a crochet channel. Angela, if you are interested in crochet, we do everything crochet related, from crochet hooks to yarn to whatever. We do lots and lots of tutorials on the channel. We have a little bit of fun on our lives. We're very good, sweet, wonderful people, and that's lying a little bit. But other than that, everything is fine. No, we are sweet, wonderful people. Well, I'm trying to keep a straight face, Angela, saying that. I mean, everyone else is sweet, but I don't know about myself. Cheers, everyone. I have coffee in the pretty as a peacock cup. Ta-da! Ta-da, ta-da. Cheers. On top of tripping over, I did spill coffee everywhere. I don't know if you can see on that. See the patches all over it? Patches on my coaster. I'm not happy. Awesome. I love everything crochet. Angela, you are in the right place then. We are a tad crochet. I don't know what to say. I'm trying to say crochet and crazy together. Crochet-y. Do you like that? We're crochet-y. I put you on my 65-inch TV. Gosh, imagine this big head in front of you, Sherry. You can just imagine. Welcome, Angela. We have a lot of fun here. There's a couple of naughty people, but we usually, you know, delete, block, we get rid of them. But otherwise, we're here. Normal people, humans, yeah. We sometimes mention achu, which is another word for achu. I'm not saying the word on this channel. That word that starts with K, ends with G, and it's got an N-I-T-T-I-N-G, or I-N in the middle, not too many G's. We're not talking about that. Thank you. Green Butterfly says thumbs up, guys. It doesn't cost you anything, and it does help with the channel, and it shows YouTube that you want to see more crochet related items. Now, we do lots of tutorials here, Angela, so keep your eyes peeled, including this gorgeous sweater that you see right here. That was only finished on Thursday. I can't remember now, right? I can't remember when it was finished a few days ago. So you guys have all 7 parts to the tutorials. Now, for those of you joining us new, wanting to know why there's 7 parts, because I am actually extremely thorough. I go through things bit by bit. So I take my time, and you guys get to see a full-on close view of what I'm doing, showing you how things tend to work out. Now, the back of this little one, I don't know if I can turn it around because it's too close to the wall. It might hit the wall. Oh, it's hitting some yarn. I can feel it. That's the back. For you, that's the back. And for me, I'm using the back. You guys don't have this patch right here. You have the other patch. when you've got your sleeves, I can't turn it because it's hitting the yarn. And you've got your sleeves there with your ribbing. You've got the base. I can turn this thing around, you can see it. You've got the base with the ribbing as well, and you've got your neck ribbing, which is relatively big. And the reason it's big is because we needed to close the jumper up a little bit, the sweater up a little bit. Now we could have closed this side over in a little bit and that side in a little bit. It doesn't give that effect of the colors when you do, well, it does, but it kind of looks a bit, oh, you probably could do it. Listen to me. Oh, okay, do it then. So you probably could, but I preferred it like that. Thank you, Bernadine. I'm happy to find another crocheter to watch. Okay, well, we are always uploading, always, at least 2 or 3 tutorials a week. Well, I try to get 2 out when I'm not unwell. We did have an issue a few months back, so we're all catching up on things, and we are in the process of doing the wreath now. We have started making some small projects, and guess what, guys, for the rest of you who know what I'm doing, our wreath, I've worked it out. Very exciting. It took me forever to work out. You see how long it's taken. 2 or 3 weeks of playing with it. Nothing's come up, and then I kind of I did what you call fluff it a little bit. So I played around with a bit, and I'm going to tell you to do exactly the same kind of things with yours, but you're not leaving you out in the lurch. We'll just show you pretty much how many rows I did with that particular stitch and the other stitch, and you'll work that out when you see it. And you'll kind of, when you're placing yours on your wreath, you'll work that out as well. It will start to adjust, and one side is a little bit wider, the next side's a little bit smaller, and wider and smaller and wider and smaller, and there's no decreasing or increasing. There's just different size stitches, that's all. I hope that helps. But that is on its way, and I'm fingers crossed wanting to get that done and ready for Friday. This Friday. I'd like to get it done a little bit sooner, but you know, Friday's good. Let's try for Friday. If I get it done sooner, I doubt very much I'll get it done sooner, but we'll try. All right, so that's that. It is beautiful. Thank you. Oh, hello, Corrine. Did I not say hello? Hello, Sherry. Did I not say hello? I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. Is there someone I haven't said hello to? Please tell me. I'm too busy doing this. But there you go. Thank you very much for joining us all today, guys. We're going to do a couple of things today. We're going to find out what's happening on the channel, what happened last week, what's happening this week, what's happening next week. Oh, no, we don't want next week. We just want this week coming. And we are doing live antics. Oh, by the way, Angela, live antics is when one of the subscribers on our live gets to choose the color combination of our very next project tutorial coming up. And last week's choice was Anne McC. Oh, she's not on at the moment, so she may be on a little bit later. But Anne McC, excuse me a moment while I get organized. At the back of them, I've got the little tail because we're going to be sewing these up on the wreath once we get the wreath ready. Chose these 3 colors for the balloons. All stuck together under the threads for the balloons for our wreath. Now that's for in honor of my birthday, because I had a birthday in January. This is how far back we go, Angela. That's how far back we go. So this is one of the small projects for the birthday month. We're doing one project a month to attach to a wreath that we are creating this Friday. So this is January's. This guy, and this guy was one of the other months. How gorgeous are they? Now, if you're wanting to make anything you see today, I will leave a link in a description box down below after the live. So keep your eyes peeled in that description box. Everything you see today, if you see it, which is not much, what you see today, I will leave links in the description box down below. So there's the little balloons, and the color combination was chosen by the lovely Anne McC. Your name, whoever gets chosen today, will be in the actual video tutorial. So I'll say, right, Anne McC chose these colors. Thank you very much, Anne, for your color combination, and da-da-da-da. That's what happens usually, and that's still what's going to happen. And today we are going to choose another live person. No, live person. Well, it has to be live because, well, you know, how else can you choose? And what I've got on the table today is 4 different colors. And you know what? You've actually seen these 4 different colors. Let's just do that there. I'm not saying anything else, but you'll see them in a moment. Oh, she's so giving things away, isn't she? Have I missed anyone? Have I missed? Oh, hello, Yvonne. Lovely to have you here. Fluffy Kitten is in the house. The Fluffs is in the house. All right, so we're going to do live antics. It's not going to happen right now. We're going to make sure everyone is on before we start doing it. Now, the best part is, look what I found. This is a really, really old book, yeah? And look what else I found. A pair of scissors. Now, that means I no longer have to have your names on little things like that. I can write your name on a piece of paper and cut across here and pop them in the bag. Takes no more than 2 seconds on the live to do, yeah? So that's what we're going to do from now on. No more of those little yucky papers that I just toss in there. How does it go? In. So no more of that. We're going to try and be a little bit more professional, she says, as she's got stuff everywhere. Now, there is something I wanted to mention, probably in a week or 2 weeks' time, before I start at Pipeworks Market. Now, if you didn't know this, Pipeworks Market is reopening on the 17th of June. It's this Saturday morning. I will have a store there every weekend for 4 weeks, and that store will be specifically for, obviously, people who like crochet. But for people on my channel, if they come to that store, they get a further 10% discount on the discount that's on the card of any product they want to purchase. So if you guys come to the stand and say, hi, I'm so-and-so from your channel, I'll give you a further 10% discount on anything from the store. And that's anything from a little bit of yarn all the way up to my big kits up there, right there, that are worth 80 something dollars. I think they're 88. I can't remember. But you get a further discount. Oh, there she is. Anne McSee's in the house. Oh, Anne, look what I have. Celebrations. Now, don't mind those little threads at the back. We're using those to attach to our wreath. And I mentioned that in the tutorial, the ones at the back. But the little threads dangling, that's the, oh, that's the balloons all attached together. So cute. So lovely to have you here, Anne. Have I missed anybody? Have I missed? Everyone said hello. No, internet was out for 7 days. Oh, but you're back, Sherry. Lovely to have you here, darling. She's back. Oh, Claptrap. Did I say hello to you, hun? Oh, I'm sorry. Did I? I can't remember. Let's have a look. I can't see. Oh, hello. I'm late because internet is slow and ordering yarn was a bit of a hassle. Oh, but you're here, Claptrap. That's great. Well, I had trouble getting on this morning. I had to log in, I think, 3 times before it worked for me. So what do you do? But we're here. So going back to the live antics again, we'll be doing that very shortly. What are we on now? 13 minutes? I reckon about another half hour or so. And there's 4 colors today, and you get to choose just one out of the 4 colors that may come from here. I don't know where, but they're here. Now, that's what I was mentioning before Pipeworks happens in 2 weeks' time. We're going to choose the color combination of our open V vest. And this time I'm going to leave the live antics open to everyone. It doesn't matter who's done live antics this year or last year. For that vest, I will leave live antics open for everyone. Now, we're not going to do it now. It's not happening today. Today we're doing wreath items, and the way it looks, if I continue to do these wreath items this week, let's try to say that fast, wreath items this week, we could probably get the wreath up to date until May at the end of this week. We could, because we have 2 products already, which is a January, and we'll just say February for the sake of saying it. Then we'll have March, April, and May. We'll have 3 wreath items to make. I might try and squeeze them in this week on top of making the wreath. Maybe. Don't quote me on it. Or the wreath we'll have to make on Monday, or we'll make the wreath Friday and the 3rd May item on Monday. We'll see. The 4th item, sorry. We'll see. We'll play it all by ear. I will try my best to squeeze it, squish it all in. The bonus about the wreath projects is they don't take too long to make. And if I can create them a couple in one day, I can just push one out one on one morning, one of the afternoon kind of thing. I could do that, say on Thursday or Friday, but don't like get too excited yet. But the yarn we're choosing today, it's one color only. It will be for actually 2 different wreath items that may match, but they're made as 2 separate items for 2 reasons. And I'm not saying why. You'll find out when I make the projects. I'm all very secretive when it comes to making the actual projects, which is fantastic for me, but not for you. You have to wait. Nobody knew I was making balloons. I did say that we are creating an item that suits a birthday of some sort or a celebration of some sort, because I had a birthday in January, so that's what I do. I create for that month, and that's what we're going to do for the wreath. So we will see. The next item I wanted to make was because I was ill on one of the months, really ill on 2 of the months. We had a whole family that was ill, sick with flu symptoms or whatever. I decided to create something to do with illness. I'm not going to tell you what it is, but that is the yarn color you'll be choosing today. Now, all 4 colors, I don't think anything have anything to do with illness, but the project we are creating has something to do with illness. So, but it has nothing to do with illness. It's not white, like a nurse's outfit or something, or a nurse's whatever, a doctor's stethoscope. It's nothing weird like that. It's a very simple, basic item that actually really is only pretty much good for a wreath. However, I'll be showing you other things that you could do to attach to that item to turn it into something else, or to make it longer by adding an extra few stitches to turn it into something else. And that's the bonus of making a wreath project. All the projects are for the wreath, but you can extend them to make something else. I hope that makes sense. Anyway, that's what we're doing today. What have we missed? What have we missed? Have we got 2 Angelas in the house? Oh, we've got the Angela. The Angela, have we? I don't know. I'm lost now. Let's go back. Go back. People are choosing colors already. That's cute. Are we going to do a group choose colors game again? Or we could do that for fun, Bernadine. You know how much I love that. Not. Sorry, I missed you. Oh, everyone's saying hello to everyone. That's great. And Corrine saying hello. Jan is in the house. I've mentioned Jan, haven't I? I think I've mentioned everyone that's on. If I haven't, please let me know. All right, so that's the excitement. I hope I'm not going too fast. Oh, she's like a motor mouth, yeah? That's the excitement for Yarn Antics today. And that's the excitement for Yarn Antics in a couple of weeks, where we get to choose the color combination of our open vest with buttons. So we can use them to close up a little bit when we're feeling extra cold, or we can leave it open just for casual stroll. You know, the casual stroll and the casual mild temperature. And we close it up when we're cold. We just want it closed. All right. Oh, I hope you didn't see that. I just moved the yarn out the way. All right, let's go back to what happened this week. All right. So this week we did a short. Yes, we did a short. We did this. Am I using the wrong? Is this the wrong week? No, it's the right week. What? Let's change pen. This is not working. It's not working, the other one. Let's see. New Year, Valentine's, St. Patrick's. Now, I'm not doing New Year because that's a Christmassy, that's a December, January thing. And I've already done a January thing. I've done the birthday thing, yeah? Mother's Day, Father's Day, yes, Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas. I love it. Lots of small, quick items to crochet with scrap yarn. Now, that was the idea, to do some scrap projects this year. However, within those tutorials, I will be adding, like I'll say to you, okay, not all of them, just some of them. Like this one coming up this week, I can tell you, if you add this many stitches, you can make yourself a larger version for you. Or if you add this product on it, you can make this for you. I'm not giving away anything. So it goes to show that we can adjust anything we create this small into something this big, or as wide as me. Well, let's not go there, hey, shall we? Let's not go there. Mum said she had wanted to name me Yvonne. Oh, seriously, how about that? I think I like both names, but Bernadine I love, you know that. All right, so where are we? We're going back to Monday. Monday we did a short. Tuesday I think we finished the sweater by the looks of it. Wednesday we had our live. Thursday we did the wreath. Oh no, we did it on Friday. We skipped Thursday because I got busy or something happened. I don't know, the world ended, one or the other. And so I ended up doing it on, you like that? The world ended. I did it on Friday. So let's change the lining of the bag, which never happened, to the wreath. I'm trying to keep all the wreath projects up to date because I want to get them all done by at least the end of this week so that we are up to date. And that way on the week of June, first week of June, or the second week of June, we can make the June wreath project, yeah? But we are hoping to make the actual project, the wreath itself, either this Friday or coming Monday, okay? But just bear with me in case I don't get it finished because it's long. It takes a long time. Once you get the pattern's not the problem because it's so basic. But once you get that, it's just doing and doing and doing. Who knew how long it takes to make a wreath? To crochet around one of those things. I will have all the measurements posted for the wreath this Monday, giving you an opportunity to go out and purchase your own wreath if you want to join us making this annual project. Yeah. Now, when I say annual, don't stress, we're not making a project a week. It's only one project a month for the wreath. So it's one small item a month for your wreath. Now, I'll say things like, that's my birthday month of January. I made the balloons. If your birthday is in December, make the balloons, keep them in a little bag and pop it aside for December. That sort of thing. If I made something that looks like a flower and you want to use the flower as a Valentine's Day item, then you can do that as well. If we make something that's, I don't know, I can't think of anything right now. I don't want to give away what we're making this week. She's so naughty. So it goes to show you can replace yours in whatever month you want yours to be. And you can use that project to suit that month instead of suiting my January birthday. I hope that makes sense, yeah? Don't see Middle yet. Is she okay? No, Middle she doesn't come on Saturdays at the moment, Bernadine. She might only just come on if she's up. I think the hour tends to overseas where she's from in Canada is a little bit Manitoba she's from actually, which is there. It's Canada based sort of thing. And she struggles to get in on that time or something happens around that time during our daylight savings change. Once we change back again after another few months, she'll be able to do Saturday mornings again. Otherwise, she does Wednesdays all the time and occasionally can get in on a Saturday morning if she's around at that time. I hope that makes sense, yeah? Middle is one of our, I call her my lefty because I would love to have her sitting right here. She's one of those people that just seems to click. And you get that with a lot of people and she just clicks. She's one of those people. But anyway, moving right along. So that's what we did this week. Because we didn't do our lining to our bag, if you're still on, Angela, we might have scared her off with all the hard work. But if you're still on, we made a little bag on our live, but I think I did the tutorial because a lot of people were struggling with it, that I'm going to be lining our bag. Now, that was been 2 weeks that I say it, but it's more important that I get these wreath projects out first. But we will definitely be making this bag at some stage this week. Now, the reason is I have a full week where nobody's home. Oh, well, they are, but, well, not really. On and off. No, not really. I have a full week where I'm on my own. So I'm going to have this whole week the opportunity to just ram as many tutorials in as I can. Bernadine, it doesn't usually happen very often, hun. It doesn't usually happen. So I'm going to spend this week to just get as many tutorials recorded. It doesn't even matter if they're not edited, just at least recorded. This way we can catch up on our wreaths. I hope that makes sense. Super cute. My 3-year-old niece will love it. Yes, we've made that color and we also made the green one and I purchased the yellow lining. I love this yellow. It just looks so cute. I tried green and everything. I haven't done the handle to this one. I'm going to make the handle a shorter handle for the simple fact that I've only got that much yarn left. So this one will be, I've got more of that green, but it's not the same dye lot, and I don't want to mess with it. So you can have a long handle. In the tutorial, I show you ways to make a long handle. I think I mentioned ways to make it short handle as well. So there's 2 tutorials to that bag, one making the square and the other one making the handle, I think. Yes. Yes. Joining them together and making the handle, yeah? Okay, did we decide how it's best to attach the embellishments to the wreath? I'm thinking of even getting pins for making brooches and gluing it to the back side of embellishment, or use Velcro. You can use what you want. I'm actually going to be sewing mine onto the wreath, so mine will not come off. Mine will be stuck to the wreath, but only because that's the way I want to make my wreath. You know, it's a personal thing for me, right? So you can use what you want. I will be sewing my items to the wreath using the threads attached to each item. Or if I don't have enough threads for each item, I'll just attach it with another thread. Now you can attach any way you want. Once the wreath is done, I'll show you the way I'm going to be attaching them. You will see a tutorial on how I attach one, and then I'll just do the speed up on the second project and the third project in the same tutorial. So you see exactly the same thing, and you just see the other one's a bit faster. I hope that makes sense. And when I say faster, it just won't be hearing me talk. It'll just be a little bit of music and you'll just see me doing it. Yeah. All right. But the first bit, I tell you exactly what you need to do. We go through it nice and slowly, and then you can just continue on with each item. Once we get up to date and we've done May, all of the month's little projects and the wreath and May and everything all done, then we can slowly do each project and attach it to the wreath during each tutorial for that project. I hope that makes sense. Knee lap. I'm not sure what you mean there, Karen. A little bit confused. Cheers, everyone. All right. Before we do yarn antics and get to choose a color combination of our very next tutorial, we're going to talk about what's happening this week. Now, I kind of double booked this week, so if something doesn't happen, it'll just be one of the wreath projects that won't get complete. All right, I've put down that I'm going to do 2 wreath projects and the wreath. That's 3 items. That's already 3 tutorials this week, plus the lining. So it's not all going to get done, but it'll all be recorded this week. If I can get it edited in time, I'll just pop them up when they're edited. So you might get 1 tutorial a day. You might even get 2 just for this week, because they're smaller tutorials, yeah? The wreath items are quite small. You might not. It depends on what dramas happen throughout the week. But what I've put it down is Monday. Monday we're doing one of those. I'm going to book a live, make an appointment, if you will, for a Monday morning live at 10 a.m. It's not a usual live. It's not a compulsory one where something is really important and you need to watch it. It's just me learning how to book the live. You know, plan it, book it a week in advance, and that way it's ready and you'll know when it's coming up. And you get the notification. By the way, Mary's doing a live at Monday at 10 a.m. Hopefully that helps everyone know when the live is coming up. And if that works this Monday, just for a one-off occasion for now, then I'll know how to book a live every time we want to do our lives. So you'll see that notification 3 or 4 days before. Yeah. So you'll know that notification will notify you once the live starts. I'm guessing. I'm guessing. It'll tell you that it's happening on the 10 a.m. that day. But it'll also notify you, I think, on the day. I could be wrong. But it's the link to the actual live that's going to happen. So I hope that makes sense. That's what I'm thinking. So if it's not, it's not. So there's going to be like a spot live at 10 a.m. Monday morning. And it's not a compulsory live. You don't have to be there. It's just to see how this works. The appointment live booking works. If you don't see it, after today and there's no notification, it may not happen, but keep your eyes peeled at 10 a.m. Monday morning. It's not going to be a regular thing. I'm just trying it at this stage. So let's hope that works. Just see if it works. Plus on Monday, I hope to get out the first live antics. Not live antics, not the first. The next live well, the first for the week, but the next live antics project on Monday. Yeah. On Tuesday, we're definitely doing that lining. It's going to be done. I don't care how, when. No, I do care when. It's going to go up Tuesday. I don't want to keep that lining anymore. It's got to go. It's sitting on this table collecting dust. It's got to go, right? You like that, collecting dust? Wednesday, we'll have our normal Wednesday live as normal. We have a live at Wednesday 4 p.m. every week and Saturday mornings 10 a.m. every week. I'll talk to everyone about the Saturday one in a minute. Thursday, we're doing the wreath itself, or we're doing one of the smaller items for the wreath. Secret Yarnery uses that method. That's it, the schedule live, Jan. That's the one. I used to watch Secret Yarnery all the time. I just don't have time now. Just don't have time. I want to watch all the people I used to. My time is limited. I do watch my beautiful Crystal from Bag O' Day. I like to put her videos on in the background and just listen. If you haven't seen Bag O' Day, that's one word. The lovely Crystal from Bag O' Day, she's just, I don't know, she's just lovely. I just love her. She's just natural. She is who she is. She doesn't pretend to be anybody. I just love her. Anyway, getting sidetracked again. That's what we're going to do. We're going to schedule a live or book a live, whatever you want to call it. So this week we're definitely doing at least 2 or 3 wreath projects. I'm at least definitely going to fit in 2 wreath projects, put it that way. But I also want to try and fit in the wreath, or at least the start of the wreath, and say, right, head off on your own and make 60 million rows, because that's how big it is. It doesn't look big because it's round, but if you were to open that up, that round becomes big. If you were to cut it, not that you will, and straighten it out, it's quite big. Yeah, it's, not as big as a scarf or anything, but it's big. And the stitches that you use to make the wreath are relatively tight because you don't want massive holes in it. If you want holes in it, you can have the holes in it. But the stitches I used were quite a few little ones and a few middle ones and whatever else have you. So we'll talk about that during the tutorial. So that's happening this week, definitely at some stage. So even if I don't complete it, I'll have a system where I say, right, do this many rows in this, do that many rows in that, and do this many rows in this. Meet me back here on Monday and we'll finish off. Or if I finish it, I'll say, meet me back here and we'll be able to finish it then. Oh, Kiki's in the house. Kiki's in there. Sorry you're late. Lovely to have you here, beautiful Kiki. I hope you are feeling much better. Love Crystal, have made several of her items. She's absolutely amazing, isn't she, Angela? The sweetest person, I think. That lovely Crystal is so sweet. But there you go. I could talk about Crystal all day. I do love her. My regulars know how much I love Crystal. If you didn't know this, Angela, I've done a video called My Top 10 Favorite Crochet Channels. And all 10 of them are doing well, except one. One has actually passed since, sadly. But I've done a top 10 channel, and it was a long time ago that I did it anyway. I should do a new one. But I want to do a top 10 YouTube channels that's non-related to crochet. I already have 8 out of 10. I'm thinking, do I actually watch this many people? I didn't even realize I did. I'm feeling a little better. Wish this horrid cough would go away. Oh, honey. Lots of honey and tea and all that jazz. Don't you? I just hate it when I'm sick. And then you know how I felt a couple of months back when I was just non-stop sick. The family was non-stop sick. It was just the pits. Have you feel better soon. Careful and be careful in the kitchen. Stay safe as always. Kiki, you would have laughed at me, but not. Just before the live, I tripped and fell over in here, knocked coffee everywhere. I've got it, like my coaster's still wet. Have a look at it. I knocked coffee everywhere and I rushed to get it clean. And if the chair wasn't here, I would have landed with my head into the shelving. I would have been like, out like a light. And you guys would have been sitting there on the live by yourself. No, actually, it wouldn't have gone ahead because I didn't click OK. I set it all up, got it ready, and all I had to do was click OK, and that takes a photo of the front of the live. But I didn't do it because I tripped. It goes to show what happens when you're not careful. You're clumsy. 20 days to go. Ah, yes, I know, Karen. You're going to enjoy it. It was a great list, Mary. Followed every one of them. Did you? They're amazing, aren't they? Lovely. Especially this one lovely lady. I love her voice. Yes, and super easy to follow along. She is easy to follow along, Angela. She's amazing. Oh, dear. I'm naturally clumsy, so I fall or bump into something daily. Just be careful, Kiki, because I know this sounds cliche, but seriously, the older you get, all I could think of was, oh my gosh, on the way down, I'm going to break a hip right now. I'm going to end up in hospital with a broken hip. That's in my mind, but I wasn't thinking of the shelving, and the way I landed literally was my head was, you can't see the chair. Well, you can. It's right here. My head was right there. So I would have, if it wasn't for this chair, landed straight into that shelving. So unsafe. You got to be careful. It's unsafe. But it didn't happen. I'm just a klutz, just a little bit clumsy klutz. You know, is klutz a word? Can someone tell me? I tried looking it up one day. Is klutz a word, or is it just me who made this word up? I'm sure I've heard it so many times. I could be wrong, but anyway, getting back to reality. Real words. Getting back to real words, we have a very busy schedule this week. Now, I can't wait. I'm pushing all this because I can't wait until, we'll call it the 27th of May, when we will start our best. Was that too loud? So that means the weekend before the 27th of May, which is Oh, no, not 27th of May. I'm sorry. Let's not say 27th of May. We're going to start on 29th of May. The weekend of that week, which will be the 27th, the 28th. Forget 28. The 27th. Come on, Mary, you can do this. Which is next weekend. We're doing live antics for the vest. Now, if we don't start it on the Monday, we'll start it on the Thursday or the Friday or whatever of that week. But that weekend, which is the weekend coming, I didn't realize what date it is. It's the weekend coming. The Saturday coming, next Saturday, the next live on a Saturday will be yarn antics for our vest. So everyone who's anyone, it doesn't matter whether you've done a live antics, whether you haven't done one, anyone can go into that hat and that person will choose the yarn. Or we could do a group. We could do the group live antics if you like. But I'm wanting to make the first vest in one colour. The second one, we're going to use up all of our 8-ply stash and make a multicoloured vest. All right. Or we can do it the vice versa. Do the multicoloured vest first and then the other one. Glad to say. Thank you very much, Jan. I'm a klutz. Is that the spelling of it? Yes, it's a word here in Canada. All right, Bernadine. I wasn't really sure. Google says klutz. Klutz is a word. Oh, that's great. I thought I made it up. That's good. You know, sometimes you hear something, but you're not sure if you heard it. So you think you made it up and you didn't. Who do I think I am? Shakespeare? I have no idea how it's spelled. No, neither do I. That's why I thought I made it up, but I didn't. Both ways is right, Bernadine. Oh, well, there you go. Anyway, that's me. That's my middle name, Mary Klutz. I'm going to make that my full name now. Klutz, here comes Klutz. All right, come on. Seriously, guys, let's get down to business. Next Saturday, we are choosing some yarn for our first vest. Now, the other thing we want to do, let me just move this little girl for a second. Let's move her out the way. All that yarn you see back there, that is the leftover yarn that we used for our temperature blanket last year. Once again, a lot of the things you hear me talk about here, I will leave links to these projects in a description box down below. And if you wanted to create them, you can just click on that link and create. We did a temperature blanket last year. It was a lot of fun. I'd never do it again. I don't like doing temperature blankets. It's not my thing. I did it once. I'm done. It's a bit like the patchwork sweater. Once, I'm done. It's done. I don't want to do any more patchworky stuff, yeah? Well, I might in the future. I vote multicoloured. Oh, you want to do the multicoloured first? Oh. Oh, you vote multicolored. Oh, I gotcha. Hello, Mary. Wake up. Klutz is defined as clumsy. That's me. Sherry, Kathy, that's me. Um, so that yarn, come on, Mary, you can do this. That yarn that is there is going to be the yarn. All of the colors that we used for the blanket will be those colors that we will make our, you know, multicolored vest with. Yeah. I need to order the yarn for the vest before we start making it. Remind me how much yarn will we need. I'm making mine with a 4 or an 8 ply cotton. Now we are doing ours in 8 ply. Our vest will be made in an 8 ply, and I'm not sure whether it's cotton wool or acrylic. Just make sure you make a gauge. I will also be doing the gauge for the vest. Now the gauge, it's going to be very similar to our patchwork sweater, but without the patchworks. Oh, actually, I don't know, because we're doing the 2 vests, aren't we? No, it's not. It's not going to be. All right, let me stay focused. The vest that we make with all of these yarns that we have here will be similar, not in the color combination, but in the style. So maybe half double crochets if you're new. The vest that we're making in one color, whether it be this, whatever you want to put, that one there, whatever you want to use, it doesn't matter. That will be done as a patterned vest. So it'll be it won't just be basic half doubles or basic doubles. It'll be a little bit of a pattern, not a lot. It'll be easy for the new crocheter. I'll try and keep it down or narrow it down to single, half double, doubles, and maybe a treble or something. I'll just narrow it down to something basic enough for newbies to do, or the new crocheter, but still nice enough for anyone to create. So I'm trying to keep everything as simple as possible, but that sometimes is very difficult. Sometimes it's difficult, but I'm trying. The vest that'll have all the mixed colors, that will be basic. You will know how to do that. You will fly through that. It will be so easy because it's 2 panels, and we haven't decided whether we're making the front panel a V on the closed vest. The open vest, which will be one color. I just put my hand here, but it could be any one of these colors, any one of these. That color may be right there, that color there, or that color, or this. Could be any one of these colors, yeah? It depends on what I lay out on the table on the day. If I get one person to choose, or if we all juggle and make me look silly. Once, and this is for you, Angela, so you can hear this. Once, or many times it's happened, where I've lined the yarn up here, as you see here, and I say to everyone online, what colors do you want to use? And someone's saying, oh, I want the green, I want the red, I want the orange, I want the... And I've got all these yarns up like this, and you guys will just, they were giving me grief. They were giving me grief, Angela. They were loving it, having a ball at my expense. But I loved it too. It was good fun. 8 ply is a 3-weight DK weight yarn. So if anybody wants to know what it is, 8 ply is DK weight or a 3-weight yarn. 10 ply is Aran weight or a 4-weight yarn. All right. But we're working on the 2 vests. They will both be 8 ply. No. Yes. They'll both be DK weight and they'll both be 8 ply. Just know that if you don't have a lot of yarn and you're an extra large or 2 extra large or 3 extra large, just be wary, because I will mention the yarn amounts anyway. You need to have enough yarn to suit. So if you've got some scraps you want to add in your main vest, you can. The main vest will just have one color. The scrap vest will have all the mixed colors. So I remember we were discussing a few weeks ago what you want to see first. I think the vote was the open vest. And with the open vest, I don't want to use scrap yarn. I think it's hard to keep all those threads in when you've got an open vest. So I want a closed vest for the scrap yarn, which means we can either do the scrap yarn vest first or the open vest. Now, remember, a lot of people were saying they wanted to see the open vest. I'm willing today and probably Wednesday as well to do another poll to make sure that we're all kind of in unison. All right, so the poll would be, and it's just online on the live here right now, do you want to see the scrap vest made first, or do you want to see that one? Because I need to get ahead of it and start working on it. So do you want the open vest or the scrap vest first? Just say open or say scrap. So we've got one for open. And let's put the scrap here. Okay. Will it be vertical? I haven't decided, Corrine. The scrap vest probably has to go this way because you want to keep those ends in on the sides, easier to sew up or crochet over them. The other vest, we could do it this way. I haven't really decided. We could like have another poll for that. Okay, we've got one open, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 open. Hang on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 opens and 1 scrap. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1 scrap so far. At this stage, oh no, we've got, oh, here we go. We've got another open. Teresa's an open when we've got another scrap there. Okay, so far we've got 2 scrap and 6 open. There were more open. There's another scrap right there. Oh, you can't say twice, Green Butterfly. That's cheating. Are you cheating, Green? Are you cheating? We cannot have any cheat. They did this to me last time, Angela. Angela, I'm talking to you because you're new. They did this to me last time. They tricked me. And I had so many votes, and then I realized we didn't have enough people online for the votes. For all those votes. And they all tricked me. People were changing their votes and cancelling and deleting and adding and mixing. Vertical makes us look thinner. Oh, Bernadine, I love that. We might have to consider the vertical. But not with the scrap yarn. You can't do vertical with the scrap because those ends will be absolutely everywhere. So no. But we could do the vertical with the open one. We could do that. Yeah, we could do that. Open, then we can use the leftover yarn. I like that. For the vest, for the scrappy vest. I got you. That's a good one, Claptrap. So Clap saying open. Who else? Mary, I'm so glad that I worked out how many rows to do for the jumper. So I do the same with the sleeves for 4 squares and 10 rows. Each square equals 40. Just have to be careful, Yvonne, because I'm not sure what and how you're working this out. But just be wary and make sure the measurements match up. If the sleeves are long, don't stress too much because the ribbing I made tight for everyone, a little bit tight for everyone on purpose to keep the sleeve in place to stop it from stretching. A lot of people do like the long sleeves. I'm really not keen on the ones that go over the hand. In fact, I remember making the sweaters last year. I had them right up to here. They've stretched down to there, and I don't like that look. So this one I made a little bit higher so that if it stretches, it'll stretch down to here and it won't go any further. Now, sweaters and jumpers and cardigans, they do tend to stretch a little bit, okay? They will stretch more the older they get as well. Like if you're wearing it a lot and you're washing it a lot, of course they're going to stretch, yeah? Not a lot, but you don't want, if you've made the sleeves really long and they stretch, you can't see the fingers at all. Just be wary of that, yeah? Makes sense, Claptrap? I know, right? Claptrap's got it all going down. She knows exactly what she's doing, Bernadine. Cheers. Cold coffee, forget it. I'm not drinking that. We'll have another one after the live. Shh, don't tell anyone. Don't tell my doctor. All right, so we have so far 7 open and 2 scrap. So we will be doing the open vest. So far, we'll be doing the open vest first. Now, we're going to do another poll this Wednesday, and that's it, because then we are done. I have to start before Wednesday anyway. I might have to start before Wednesday anyway. My favorite is 3/4 length sleeves. It's funny. I like the long sleeves, but funnily enough, Bernadine, I roll my sleeves up all the time. It's like I can't work with my sleeves down, so I'm constantly doing that. I don't know why I don't just make something that sits there so I don't have to roll. And I do this all the time. I make things and I don't make anything to suit what I like, which is what? But we are going to do something like that similar in the future, so keep your eyes peeled. Like a sleeve that'll hit right there. So we're going to do it. The other thing I wanted to talk about, we're not doing it now, something to think about in the near future. We are talking maybe September, October. Keep it in mind. I get really angry with shops this year. You like it? When I'm looking for a cardigan, and this is a really old cardigan, so much so that you can probably even see, like, you can tell it's ratty. Yeah, it's real ratty. But I love the way it fits. I love a black cardigan. I know people don't like working with black, and I'm willing to make a cardigan on the channel in a different color eventually, but I want a black cardigan just for me, on top of other cardigans, right? And I would love to make my own, but I'm going to hold off on it, wait into September, October, because we're too busy with what we're doing now. But I want you to keep that in mind, that when we are doing the tutorial, it will be in a different color, but I am making one in black just for me, and it's starting after we get all the wreath stuff up this month. And then I'm making nice and slowly in the background, nothing to do with you guys, but making my own cardigan. You're okay with open, says Corrine. Yes. Yvonne says, gotta go, guys. Take care. Okay, catch you soon, Yvonne. Catch you soon. So I really want to make an open cardigan, or a cardigan that has buttons, but I want the buttons to start up here so that I can wear it and not feel cold. Do you know what I mean? During the cooler months, all the cardigans, they drop, they sit in front, they don't close, and it's pretty to look at, and we're making them too. That's okay, but I want one that closes up as well. Yeah. Fluffy says, I want a black cardigan just for me too. Well, Fluffy, that's what I'm making. I'm going to make one for me nice and slowly, and once it's done, we're going to create one on the channel. I'll use a different color to create on the channel because you won't be able to see the black, not on the tutorial. So we're going to create one on the channel. I'll have two different types, one in black and one in whatever color I decide to make. Yeah, I roll my sleeves up all the time. If I was to make something in 3/4 length, it will not help me. When I feel cold, I can't pull them down. I know that's the reason why I like my cardigans, T. Yeah. Good night, Yvonne. Have a great. Yes, everyone's saying goodbye. Good night to Yvonne. We all love you, Yvonne. I have to wear camping headlight when I work with black. Oh, I just can't do it. It's really difficult. That's why I can only create this cardigan for me, the black one, maybe during the day near the window where there's daylight. Yeah, I won't be doing any at night. It's something that's going to take me a long, long time to do because I'm going to casually do it. Yeah, I wear a black cardigan a lot. Yes, we all do. That's why I like the black. And you can't find them at the moment. Everything's just weird. Even half sleeves, I always get mine wet after being anywhere near the sink. I know, right, Clap? That's what I do too. Black is so hard to see. That's why we'll do our pattern in a lighter color. Yeah. Claptrap, my worst feeling, wet sleeves. I hate that too, Bernadine. And I've actually put, when I wet my sleeves just that little bit, I've actually put a cardigan in the wash because I can't wait for it to dry, and I go and get another one. That's why I want some more. I've got 3 black cardigans, believe it or not. All of them are old. And the reason is I can't find a black cardigan to fit me right. These older ones, for some reason, they just fit better. Maybe they've stretched on me. I don't know. Maybe. But I can't find all the ones you buy today. They just all sit in front like that. They drop like that. I'm cold. I want it closed. I want it to close up near my neck. Like this one here, what I do sometimes is I put a safety pin on the inside, or a brooch. I don't have a brooch yet. I'll have to go and get myself a brooch and put it on the, I don't like wearing glitzy jewelry. It's funny, isn't it? I can wear something like that, but I can't wear glitzy. I don't do jewelry. You never see me wear any jewelry. I don't do jewelry. I don't do jewelry. Anyone gives me jewelry, I pawn it. And I buy yarn. But don't tell anyone. So yeah, I don't do jewelry, but I do like a really good solid cardigan. And I'm not talking heavyweight, just a cardigan to cover me. And I'm thinking I can't find one to fit. So I'm going to design my own one just for my body. I use an earring to close mine. That's a good idea. You can use shawl clasps if you've got a shawl clasp, but you don't want to damage your cardigan. Unless you've got a cardigan that's made specifically for the shawl clasp. And a shawl clasp is like you've got a round thing or a square thing, and you pop your shawl pin through it. So there you go. You can use a shawl clasp, but I don't like the idea of it. I don't want to get it damaged. Yeah. Anyway, that's that. All right. Do we want to do yarn antics for this week? Are we ready for yarn antics this week? We have to choose a color. I'm just wondering. Yes, because one of the colors that we choose is going to make 2 different tutorials, but your name's only going to be in the first tutorial. I hope that makes sense. Yeah. So I'm going to get the yarns ready, and I'm not going to say you haven't seen these colors before. Are you ready? There you go. What? That is these 1, 2, 3. Where's my finger going? 4. That is these 4 colors. Now, as you can see, I have stacks of them. This is an acrylic yarn. It is an 8-ply acrylic yarn. You can use acrylic wool or cotton for this project. It doesn't matter. Okay. If you're going to make something for yourself, that's all I'm going to say about it. You might want to use a better, softer, sweeter yarn. Softer, sweet yarn. That's all. But otherwise, if you're making it just for the wreath, then you can use the acrylic. What? No pink? There is a pink right there, darling. Right there. Light pink. Well, it's not a dark pink. It's more of a peach, though, isn't it? It's not really a pink. It's not really a pink. I like shawl clips. No need to worry about making holes. Gold, yellow, says Auntie T. No, you're not deciding, honey. You can't do live antics with us. You're family. If you didn't know, this Auntie T is actually my sister. Okay. When she says it's sis in the house, she actually is. We're blood sister. That sort of thing. Never had a shawl clasp. I've got one. We were supposed to do a shawl, but we never made one on the channel. This is a couple of years ago too, even. It's been so long, or a year and a half or something like that. But anyway, these are the 4 colors I just want to show you now. I want to start putting the names of everyone in our hat. Might take us a little, maybe we'll do the, we might do that other one next time and just put the names that I've got already. And then I'll cut up this next time, I think. Yeah, we might do that again because I've got everyone's names already down. Who has not done live antics yet and would like to do live antics this week? If you haven't done one this year, if you've done one last year, that's okay. But if you haven't done one this year, give me your name and I'll pop it in. Someone's name's already in here. Whose is that? Oh, it's Margaret B. She's not here. You did try it, Teresa. You tried. So we are going to be popping our names in the hat now of all the live people on the live who would like to be a part of live antics. So please say yes if you want to be, but haven't done one this year. Corrine says yes. You haven't done one this year, Corrine? Oh, let me just pop these up here. I threw them all on the floor. Can you believe it? I didn't throw them. They fell when I tripped over the table along with my coffee and everything else. Actually, every week I drop these. Every week. It's like an appointment. And I think when I pick them up, I lose some. I don't think so. So, okay. Oh, slow down. Oh, slow down. All right, we'll find Corrine. Yvonne is not here. Yvonne just left, didn't she? She just left. Jan. I'm trying to find your names. I might have to just do it. I don't think so. I did. I'm going to have to bring the list out soon, but I'm going to leave it for now for this week. Pamela's not here. All right, let's go through this. Malika's not here. Yvonne's gone. Christina's not here. Kiki, have you done one this year? I'll leave it here. Dawn's not here. I thought you put them in a bag last week. Well, I didn't, Bernadine. I might have. Oh, Sherry, did you say you wanted one? Because I found your name. Have you done? Oh, here. There you go. Cherry, you're in. You're in the hat so far. Norma's not here. Margaret B's not here. Fluffy, did you say you have done one? Leave mine out until pink. You're very naughty, Kiki. Yeah, but what if it doesn't get called out that day? Bernadine, did you say you want your name in, Bernadine? I can't remember now. I've missed it all. What's going on? Fluffy. No. I'm just going to have to write them up anyway. So, oh, Corrine, I found yours. Yay! There you are. I'm going to pop you in the hat. You're in. Bernadine, you want to get in there? Here we go, Bernadine. You're in. Yes. I'm starting to lose track of who's done, who's not. That's when I run rampage in the naughty corner. Very cheeky. All right. So, Angela, the new Angela, would you like to go in the hat? Your name will be mentioned in the tutorial, but just your first name. So I don't elaborate. I might, because we have two Angelas here. Let's see whose name I didn't call out. I didn't call out. Oh, Fluffy. Fluffy, I didn't call you. I said you were there, but I didn't actually put you in, did I? Here we go. Fluffy, you're in, baby. You're in. So Fluffy's done. Bernadine's in. Sherry is in, I think. Yes, Bernadine's in. Oh, what's going on? Okay. All right. Who haven't I said? Have I not mentioned your name where I said in Jan? I haven't put Jan in. Jan, I'm writing your name. Yours in green. I didn't mean to write it in green. I just had green open. How's that, huh? Better than the scrap. Jan, you're in green. And you're in the hat. You're in, baby. All right, who's next? That's it. Whose name haven't I mentioned that would like to go in the hat? And if Angela wants to go in the hat, please tell me before I pull out some names. I've only got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 names in the hat. Is there more than 5 people that I haven't mentioned that are not in the hat? Are you not in the hat? Please tell me. Have a look. Are you in the hat? She's so naughty. All right. So if your name, if you have not been called out and you would like to be a part of Live Antics, please let me know. Excuse me. A little bit of dust there. All right. So we're done. Yes. Are we done? Signed, sealed, delivered. Does anybody else want to say anything? Anybody? Anybody? Anne did hers last week. Green, have you done one, hun? Oh, you have done one this year. I think you have. Who hasn't done one this year that would like to do one? I'm playing with the names in here. Who has not done one that would like to do one? No one's answering. I'll just give it a shake. Let's talk amongst yourselves. You know, we need crickets. We need some crickets. We need some crickets. All right, we ready to choose? No one's talking, so I'm assuming that means everybody's ready. Yes. 3, 2, and 1. Shall I wait? I want to make sure everyone's in there. Are you all in the hat? Is anyone not in the hat? I'm not getting any responses. Maybe the live's ended and I don't even know about it. Maybe I'm sitting here talking to myself. Can someone just say something to make sure I'm not talking to myself? 3, 2, 1, Kiki says go. I want to, Kiki. I don't want to miss anybody out. Luana, we'll put Luana in the hat. Luana, have you done Live Antics this year? I don't know if you have. We'll write your name out anyway. Luana's just hopped on. You're so lucky. I was just about to call out a name. So lucky. We're all dizzy. Oh, Bernadette's all dizzy. Hello, Anne's there. Thank you, Anne. Luana, you're in the hat. Let's mix them all up. We don't want to call one name out just because I just dropped it in. Can you hear him messing around? Never. You never done one where you're in the hat, honey. Oh, Pamela. Pamela. Did I put you in the hat? I can't remember if I put. I think I put you in the hat. Pamela, if I didn't, I'll pop you in now. I don't think I have. Wait. Norma, Yvonne, so many people. Oh, no, Pamela, you're in the hat. You're the scribbled up one, but you're in the hat now. Oh, Pamela, did you do one this year, hun? If your name comes out and you've done one this year, you can't do it again. You know that, don't you? Well, why'd you put her in that for? I don't know. I'm going to have a list here next week. It's not fair. I have to have a list because I don't want people to think that I'm calling people's names out again. That's raised a lot of dust, hasn't it? All right. 3, 2, 1. In we go and out we come. And the name here is Cherry Kathy. Cherry Kathy. Cherry Kathy. We are going to pop them in a bag. I'm going to leave it up here. You're absolutely right, Bernadine. This time I'm going to pop them in the bag. Cherry Kathy. Congratulations, honey. You are the winner of the yarn today. Now, what you need to do is choose a color combination for our very next tutorial. And it's just one. You only get one choice. One choice. Now you've got a peach, you've got a gold, you've got a red, and you've got a green. Okay, don't choose red just because you know I love red. Okay, think about it. Jerry, think about which color of these 4 colors would you like to see on its own for a wreath project. It's a small project, but it can be customizable for a project for a person. What? Peach, I love that color as well. Perfect color, perfect color. So let's write this down because I'm going to forget. So we'll write down cherry. I will forget. I know I will. I picked up the wrong pen. I'm throwing that in the bin after the live. Okay, do you like that? Peach, cherry, Kathy, and it is A, and I'm not telling you. I wrote it in brackets for me, just for my benefits. This is a colour combination of our next project. For the wreath, it will be a small item. You won't need a lot. You'll need some actually for this, but you won't need a lot. Now, if you wanted to make something for yourself that's bigger than that, then you will need more. And I will talk about that on the live, not the live, on the tutorial. So you will get an opportunity to create what we're creating for the wreath. And if you want to create one for yourself, you can create one too. So there you go. Now, these are the 4 yarns, the colours that are sitting there. You're going to see more of those colours over the next few months. So get excited about that, guys. I'm not going to put them away. I'm just going to pop them up here for now so that I don't forget to put them away later. And that's the peach we're using today, so we don't need to put that away. Thank you, Kathy, for that. Now, after the live, I'm also going to write out proper slips of all the names that I have here. Pop them in the hat, and those who are not here, I'll do next week when I remember. When I remember. All right, so that's that. So this week, you will get your first Live Antics project on Monday. This is a project that the lovely Sherry Kathy has chosen the peach for. All right. Excuse me. Oh, I thought for sure you were going to make a mistake and tell us, nuh-uh, I'm a good girl, Corinne. No, I've done it before, haven't I, where I've slipped and I've said the word. What was it that I did it? What was it that I did it? I think it was the sweater. It might have been this sweater. Oh, no, it wasn't. It was something else where I just said right at the end of the live, I accidentally said it. And don't forget, we're making this week. I went, oh, oops. I can't remember when it was. It wasn't that long ago, was it, Corinne? It was a while back when I accidentally, right at the end of the live, told you, it was probably about 20 minutes before the end of the live, that I told you that what we're making by sheer accident, which happens often with me. I'm a bit clumsy like that. There's a klutz coming out, yeah? All right, so that's that. There's going to be a very good week because we are going to get actually not 1 wreath project out of it, but 2. But your name will be mentioned only in the first one. Yeah. The reason I'm doing 2 is because they're kind of matching and kind of not. And kind of matching and kind of not. Just duplicated that. So keep your eyes peeled this week. Definitely on Monday for the first wreath project. Yeah. I've managed to get you to tell me before. I know you have. I can do it again. You have, Kiki. You're very cheeky. Cheeky Kiki. You stick with your name. Was it the ice pop? I just can't remember. It might have been the butterflies, actually. It might have been. Because Green Butterfly chose green for I can't remember. I cannot remember. Been busy week. Thanks, Mary, for everything you do for us. Oh, Bernadine. Thanks, honey. Look, we've got a lot happening over the next few months too, Bernadine. And for the lovely Angela just joining us new, there's a lot of tutorials coming up that will benefit yourself and benefit family and friends as well. So keep it in mind for Christmas and Easter. Well, not so much Easter, but for birthday gifts, Christmas gifts and things like that. You'll have a lot coming up. Oh, you're off, Bernadine. Lovely to have you here, honey. We'll see you either Wednesday or Saturday again. Now, don't forget, this Saturday's live is a very, very big live. We are choosing the yarn for our vest. Was that too loud? Sorry. But we are choosing the yarn for our vest. I think I will put or lay down 3 different colors on the table and you guys will get, no, I might lay down 2 only or 3. I'll lay down 3 And then you guys get to choose from those 3 what color we will be using for our vest. Now you can make the vest in the cotton, wool, or acrylic. Whatever yarn you have in stock, as long as it's an 8-ply, you can make that vest. Excuse me. Lots of dust went up before. Cherry, pink, that's kind of peachy. That's what you mean, yeah? 3 different shades of pink. Kiki, I don't know what to do with you, honey, and your pink problem. You may need to see a specialist about this pink problem. I almost need to see a specialist about my red issue, but we won't go there. Oh, speaking of which, you may or may not notice, but I actually used a different dye lot for, oh no, not for that one, for the sleeve and the base of the sleeve, or the base of the sleeve and the neck of the sleeve, because I ran out of red yarn. Not because I didn't get enough, it's because I put an 8-ply red in with a 10-ply reds and assumed I had 2 10-plies, but I didn't. I only had 1, and I was a bit annoyed with myself because that 8-ply red meant I've missed out on using it for an 8-ply project. as you do, yeah? Drink, Mary. I know, but it's a cold coffee. I should have had my water here. My water bottle. What happened to my water bottle with the hourly drinking on it? And now we've got one of those fridges that have the water and you can put the crushed ice in it, all that jazz. You just go, and I still don't use it. What is wrong with me? Totally out of context, but does anyone know a tutorial for a large pumpkin leaf of one that looks similar? The pumpkin I started making last year is not finished. It looks like a Franken cushion. No, I don't have any tutorials on it, and I don't know of any. Just type it in on Google, on YouTube. Oh, you can do it on Google as well. If you do it on Google, you can actually find the written pattern. If you can't do the written pattern, want to do a tutorial, type it in on YouTube here, and just say, you know, exactly what you said there, and it'll probably come up. I've seen maple leaf tutorials. Would that work? Yeah, just if you can give her the name of that tutorial, that would be great. But there you go. That's one thing you can do. Now, this week we are doing the 3 or at least the 2 matching projects for the wreath, even though one color was chosen. We're also doing the wreath this week, and fingers crossed we can get it all done this week on top of the lining. We probably won't, but that lining has to be done this week. So even if we miss out on one of the wreath projects and it goes up next week, it doesn't matter. I'll be doing that lining, recording that lining on Tuesday. So that'll go up at some stage within this week. So you're definitely going to get the lining to the bag. The reason is, as you know, Pipeworks Market's opening up on the 17th of June. I need to get all my gear ready for that. I'm lining this bag, I'm lining the yellow and the green bag, and I'm also lining, and I showed on Wednesday, this big bag that we made on our channel as well. So if you haven't made this bag and would like to make this bag, I'll leave a link to this bag in the description box down below. And I bought the lining this week at a little tiny store here in Glenroy, and it's as close as I can get to that color there. So we won't be doing that on the channel, but just to let you know, there's a lot of lining that I need to do, and this one here is ours that we're doing on the channel this week. All right, the other lining was for the green one. I wanted to use the sewing machine for that one so that you could see the lining sewed on to the bag, or at least the lining sewed up together and then hand sewn to the inside of the, you know, the top of the bag. We'll see, but I'll play it all by ear. We've done a lining on the channel with the sewing machine before. We've actually done it. If I can remember which project it was in, I will pop the lining of that tutorial in a description box down below in this live as well. I better write this down because I'm going to forget. So we need lining tutorials. Yep. Bag tutorials. There's a lot of tutorials I just pop up there. And these are tutorials that will be links in a description box down below. Yeah. After the live. Not now. I'm scared of sewing machines. Okay, well, I'm using the hand sewn one for the blue one and the sewing machine one for the green one, giving whoever has an option of using either one. So like if you want to use your hand sewn one, but Claptrap or Mary or Kiki or someone else wants to use the sewing machine one, they have an option to look at that as well. I think Maple Leaf would do. Do you know any of that adjustable sizes? Was it the skirt that you sewed a lining for? No, it was also, I think it was a bag. I really can't remember, Kiki. Might have been the skirt. Can you believe this? I can't remember. My brain, shot. I do a lot. I create a lot that after, I remember saying, someone said to me not long ago, they said, you know that thing you made, da, 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 da? And it was a friend. And I said, no, I've never made one of those. She goes, yes, you have. You did it on your channel. I said, no. She goes, type it. It took us ages to find it. I went through my whole list of all my projects on the channel. I don't remember making it. And we found it. And she goes, see? And I went, oh, okay. The hexagon bag. It might have been the hexagon bag, actually. And it could have been. It could have been. It could have been. I can't remember. My brain. Do we make a hexagon bag? I can't remember the top of my head. Claptrap. I just searched Google. Yeah, just use Google search or Etsy or even try YouTube first. They might have something. If you type all that information about the maple and whatever else have you, they might have something here on YouTube for you. Type it in, type it in, type it in. It's all about trying. There you go. Now, the other thing I wanted to talk about real quickly was on September of this year. I'm getting in a little bit early, and best person to probably ask would be Marty if he gets on next week, hopefully, is what would you like to see? I'm not going to start now. I'm just putting images in my head for Father's Day, for the Father's Day items in September. Just again, putting images in my head. They're not going to be set in stone. I'm just curious of what you would like to see for something that we can create for Father's Day. Nothing too big. We haven't got time to make jumpers and sweaters and things because we've got too much on our plate. But what would you like to see? I would love to use sewing machine with crochet, but I'm scared of sewing the machine. But what I do is I actually use the sewing machine to create the lining, but I do hand sew it to the bag. Yeah. There's quite a few on YouTube, Claptrap. Several have different sizes in the same tutorial. Problem is and I'm starting to do this now because I noticed too, a lot of tutorials don't mention the size of the projects that they're creating. I'm a big culprit of that because I don't think about the size. I just say, right, when I say size, I don't think about the final measurement. I don't say, right, the final measurement measures 10 centimeters by 50 centimeters or something. But I'm going to start doing that now because a lot of people ask me, you didn't put the size in, how big is it? And I think, I don't know. Well, I can't remember making that. It was such a long time ago. So I think now I'm going to start popping in the size of certain things. A pipe for a non-smoker. A pipe? You mean a fake crocheted pipe or a real one? Or a real one. I can't make real ones. How's that going to be working? Obviously you mean a fake one. That's a little bit odd thing to make. Would they like it? Would a man like it? Would a father like it? We've made scarves. We've made bow ties. We've made normal ties. What haven't we made? We haven't made a man's belt. Is it too girly? Would it be too girly to make a belt for dad? A wallet, says Anne McSee. Is that a little bit girly for a bloke? I don't know. I don't know what the phase is. I don't know what the fad is for men these days. I don't know much about them. They're just unusual humans. For all our men on the channel, I'm sorry. But if you're on the channel and you're a man, tell me what you like so that we can create a hat with a brim or at front. Not sure what it's called. You don't mean a fedora. Fedora would be a little bit difficult to make for a fella. Was only Googling for a maple leaf. Okay, yep. So, yeah, give me some ideas. I've got the hat. I've put down the hat anyway because hat seems to be the way to go. We've made so many beanies here as well. Have we ever seen a man in a bucket hat? Is that no good? What about a tie? We've made ties, Auntie T. I think we've made 2 ties here. One was St. Patrick's Day tie, and the other one was just a normal tie from memory. and a bow tie. We've made 3 ties. Oh, I think the bow tie was St. Patrick's. Socks. Oh, socks, 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 socks. Wonderful weekend, everyone. Oh, green butterfly's going. I'll see you soon, honey. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Men's vest. Oh, my gosh. We're getting into the big stuff. I don't know if I have time for the vest. What's that? Armani? Is that Armani? What are you saying there? Maybe a peaked hat. I don't know. Peaked? I don't know. We'll just keep... These are just ideas. I'm not going to be making them. I just want to get some ideas from you, and then I'll look up a few ideas myself. But I thought maybe we could see what you guys are thinking. Bag O Day made a maple leaf. Did she? Go and check out our Bag O Day, hun. She's such a cutie. We like her. We like her a lot. So yeah, what else can we make that's man related? Oh no, Karen, get in that corner. She's so naughty, our Karen. Ear warmer that goes over a baseball hat. Oh, I like that, an ear warmer. I've seen those. That goes over a hat. I actually have seen them. That sounds like a really good idea. That one over a hat. I know they're like fluffy things, yeah. They're like fluff and fluffs. But is it too girly for a bloke? I don't know. I don't know anything about what guys are wearing these days. What's the phase? Does anyone know what the phase is for men? I have seen fellas on the train with ponytail hats, with the, the open hat and their fluffy bun, messy bun beanie hats, if you will. So they've got their messy bun sticking out. I've seen guys wear that. No, Karen, stop it. Naughty girl. Well, we're going to have to just do something about Karen. Put the crown on. Put Kiki's crown on and get in the corner. A tool belt or a bum bag. Okay. Neck snood. One that can be pulled up over, hang on, I like that, over face. They're great for weather protection. My husband uses them when he goes fishing. I love that. For a bloke, I love that idea, neck snood. I do love that idea because you're right. They do go fishing, football, that kind of thing, early morning footballs and things. They are earmuffs. They're like earmuffs, yeah. Don't need anything like that in Queensland, no. Although, doesn't it get cold overnight when fishing, Anne, in Queensland? I don't know. Beside the beach, maybe, beside the shore. Kiki, best idea. That's a really good idea, Kiki. I'm already in the naughty corner. Bad girl. Bad Karen. What happened to the sweet Karen I used to know? What happened to her? No more cruises for you, young lady. Oh, you've got another one coming up 20 days away. No more cruises for Karen. She comes back really naughty. Naughty Karen. Hubby often goes fishing at night and wind chill can be very cold. And not in September, says Anne. Okay, but Kiki's from Queensland as well. So, and her hubby does it. So, I don't know. Let's think about that. I really like the idea of the neck thing that comes up and can cover their head. I do like that idea. Well, we could keep that in mind. Even for the girls, we could keep that in mind. That would be great for women too. Gender friendly, yeah? Yeah. Especially, I don't know about most people out there, but when you're a parent and you are going off to see your son or daughter playing football or whatever it is that they play in, whatever sports they play in, a lot of times it's done, ours was done Sunday morning at 8 o'clock, yeah? And it was always done during winter. So I'd be standing there freezing with watching my son play Auskick football. That's Australian rules football for the little ones, right? Changed a little bit so it's not so rough, yeah, because they're so cute. You don't want them beat up. And so we used to freeze. We'd stand there, we were freezing. So we'd make these beanies and scarves and jackets and all sorts of things. We had umbrellas. It was always raining. Kids are playing in the rain. It was cold and yucky. But that was actually a really good idea to have them at the time. You're being Marty, are you? Our Father's Day is in June. All right, yours is in June. So that's the US is in June. I'll write it down just for the sake of it. US Father's Day. Can always make something else around that time. I can't cater for every country though. That's the only thing. Because if every country had a different Father's Day, we'd be here forever. We'd be here forever. My friend needs a bag for carrying his ball and football boots. So the yarn needs to be washable. It needs to be tough. Not even washable. It's got to be strong. I don't know whether crochet is a bit strong enough for that. We can see. And it could be like a really tough yarn, like more of, not a thread, more of a rope you could make it in. Don't know exact name, but if you Google neck snood neck mask, that's what I'm thinking about. Snood mask. I'll have a look. I don't know if I'll make that, but we'll see. But I do like the idea of, you know, the whole thing being here and then just whoop, straight up over ears and still have it sitting down there. I do like that idea. But we'll see. It's something to keep in mind, Kiki. It's always, there's always other things that we can keep in mind as well. I do know that they'll also wear fingerless gloves as well. We've not made fingerless gloves for a man, but it's very similar to the woman. Just, you know, a little bit tighter. You could use double yarns for a man's sport bag. Yeah, it'd have to be a really strong, even if it was doubled, it'd still have to be a strong thread, like a, not the beautiful soft Bendigo cotton, but a stronger, harsher cotton, or a harsher, or even just a thing called thread, you know, a strong thread. I know what you mean, Kiki, yes. So, yeah, this is all good stuff. I mean, it's a bit early to be thinking about it, but I want to get ahead so that I can do, I do this, is, if you didn't know, I sit at the table every day. Every day I do this. And I've done a muck around video on what a day in the life of Mary. It was a joke video, but it's pretty much the same. If you had to put it in the real light, it's exactly the same, where I will lay my projects out for the week. And I will do a couple hours on this one, and then I'll get up, grab a coffee, sit to the next one, do a couple hours on that one, get up, have lunch, go to the next one, couple hours on that one. And this is all in between doing the tutorials for the channel. So I'm working on 5-6 projects a day, not one, like everybody works on that one project, sometimes 2 in the same day, but I will work on more, sometimes 8 or 9 if they're small projects as well. So I work on a lot of projects during the day, which is why I can get a little confused. But everything's written down. They all got their little books inside them, or little, a lot of times it's just a piece of paper stapled together. But it tells me exactly what hook size I'm using. So then I actually pick up the hook. I'm starting to see this go a bit dark. So I'm wondering whether we're losing connection. If we get to the stage where we lose connection, I'll actually shut down, but it's going a bit dark. Am I having trouble getting through to everyone here at the moment? Let's just check this and make sure we've still got connection. Acrylic yarns, are they the way to go? Are the way to go. And if you use single crochet, it will be a bit stiffer in result. Yeah, maybe. Oh, good for me there. Okay, I noticed that it's just starting to go a bit dark. When it goes dark here, it means the connection is playing up. After a while, it'll start to spin, telling me, your connection, you're losing connection. But hopefully we don't get that. I can see that it's going darker. So that's always a culprit when it happens. And I notice it usually happens around an hour and a half. And we've been on for an hour and 28 minutes. I've been on for an hour and 28. Not everyone's been there. Oh, but everyone seems fine. It might just be on my end. Anyway, we'll keep going. So that you know, that's what I've been doing here. I'm not going yet, Auntie T, but we'll see you soon. Yeah, we'll see you soon. Oh, Brenda. Hi, Brenda. Lovely to have you here. She's giving me a thumbs up straight away. Thank you so much, hun. We are going to be doing a video vlog, a funny one. No, we won't make it funny. We'll make it serious, where you get to see what I really do during the day on the channel. You'll get to see the table that I work on, the workstation. You won't see the tutorials because I won't be recording. I was going to, but I'm not going to do that. It's really difficult to record with 2 cameras. Now that the other one's collapsed, I can't do it anymore anyway. My second one is gone, that second camera. At the moment, I'm using this camera, which is extremely high definition for tutorials. So my editing package does not like it. It's thinking, yo, too much for me. That's what it's thinking. So it takes me longer to edit. And not so much the smaller tutorials. They're quick and easy. They get edited easy too. But those long ones where I do 50 different, views, meet me back here, those sort of things, the actual package doesn't like it. Hello, Brenda. Lovely to have you here. Actually, a cover for a hip flask with pockets for milk coolers, or one of those cooler sleeves. I'm not sure what you mean there. just a water bottle holder, which we've already made one. Yeah, maybe we could do that. So yeah, I'm going to be doing one of those videos where you get to see the real, it's going to be a real video on what I do in the background. You won't see patterns, you'll just see me creating the patterns. So you'll see me losing it because I'm just going to let the camera roll, and then what I'll do is cut all the wasted time out and put in the important bits. And sometimes you might even see the odd tantrum. I do pull a tantrum if things don't go my way. These are the things you don't see. When I'm creating, let's say I'm creating and I do a little swatch, gauge swatch, and then I start creating and I accidentally use the wrong hook, like I've done with poor Auntie T when she tried to help me out with some pattern testing, which I've had to rewrite the whole pattern or fix the whole pattern because of it. So what I did was I lost the plot when I was here that day, thinking, how could I have messed up so much? And I just threw everything across the room and walked away. Picked it all up, went, hook was everywhere, scissors, sewing needle, couldn't find that. That took forever to find. I'm down on the ground with a magnet. Because you can't see a sewing needle on my floor, right? It's the same as a needle. So I'm down there with a magnet looking, collecting dust and everything, nothing else. But it was really a very interesting day. And it took me probably, I don't know, half an hour to clean up the mess I made because I couldn't find everything. The hook was on one side of the room. The yarn was all over the table and on the floor. My book was ripped when I threw it. Everything I just went through everything everywhere. So I can lose it. So hopefully I don't get to see it. But if you do see it, I'm sorry. All right. The other thing is, have we done a neck pillow with a phone pocket yet? Do they actually exist, Claptrap? First I've heard of it. I was thinking of a travel pillow. Okay. I don't think we've done a travel pillow. That would be something that would be good because not just for men. Everybody travels. Well, not everyone. Some people don't. I don't like to travel. If it's close, I would. But, you know, I've got all these nasty leg issues and I don't want to be on the plane for too long. So, all right, travel. We're talking a travel pillow, maybe. That's an interesting one. That could be an interesting one. Glove with a built-in attached stubby holder. Oh, I've seen them. They're a bit odd. They are a little bit odd, aren't they, Kiki? I don't know. I don't know whether to write that down or not. A glove with an attached stubby holder. I've made a mess of my book. It's all over the place. Absolute mess. Stubby holder thing. Thingy. I've written the word thingy with the Y. Thingy with the Y. I need one in 20 days. Karen, she's so naughty, our Karen. It's a useful gag. It's a useful gag. Let's try to say that fast. It's a useful gag gift. Let's say it fast 10 times. It's a useful gag. It's a useful gag gift. It's a useful gag gift. Come on, Kiki. I want to hear you say it. What's a stubby holder? Oh, Claptrap. It's you put your hand in it like this, and it keeps their beer or their whatever they're drinking, bottle of wine or whatever, big bottle of wine. You with a box of wine. Have a box. So naughty. And the hand goes in the glove. And the glove sits like that. So you put your stubby in it while your arm is warm and your hand is warm and your cup is warm. Why would you want to keep the cup warm? But I suppose if it's cold, can cooler. Oh, hang on. I've missed Jan. Jan says, Jan says a armchair remote holder. I've actually seen them. Okay. I don't know. We could think about that. Remote holder. Yeah, armchair. I've made a mess. I don't even know what word lands with what. I've got like this and like that and like the side. It's all over the book because I don't want to turn it over and waste a whole new page. Well, I already did waste a new page for our thing, scrap and open vest for our poll. But I did use it because I want to use that on Wednesday. And I've already written out this week's projects. So I want to keep that in mind when I'm creating. Too loud? All right, so I think we're done, guys. I think we've been here a long time, but I do want to say, guys, keep your eyes peeled. It's going to be another busy week so long as everybody stays healthy. Where's the crickets when you need them? Now, as you know, we've always been sick lately. We've done a heat pack before, haven't we? Heat pack. Heat pack. I don't think we have. Heat pack. I need to keep that separate phone here so I can see. Heat pack. No, I don't think. No, we have not done one. We might have to consider that. That's a really good. But what do you put in it though, hun? Oh, we've done the hot water bottle. Yes, we won't do a heat pack because I wouldn't be able to know what to put in a heat pack. We've done the hot water bottle cover. We haven't done the hot water bottle. We've done the hot water bottle cover. I see what you mean. I gotcha. No, I've not done a heat pack. I don't know how you can do a heat pack. That's my point. A travel pillow with a phone holder would keep the phone iPod near the ear, but with hands-free for reading a book. Wow, talk about ambidextrous here, Claptrap. Wheat. Yeah, I don't know, Karen. I don't know. I'm a bit hesitant about making one, especially if it has to go in the microwave or something. You've got to heat it up. I'm a little bit hesitant about heating up anything. I know they say cotton's okay in the microwave. Just a little bit hesitant about it. I think we'll just stick to something like the hot water bottles for now, covers. But I do like the idea of that, air warmer head thing that you're talking about, the pillow thingy. Claptrap. Look, I'll keep all these in mind. I'm not saying I'll do them, but I will keep them in mind. And closer to the date, in a couple of months' time, we're going to ask this question again, giving me an opportunity to have plenty of time to create. Just letting me know. You're very naughty, Karen. Karen, are you getting ready for your trip a little early? You are, aren't you? You're going to have a good time, Karen. Where is it going? What area is it going to be in? Like, it's not going to be where we went. We ended up going Tassie, Adelaide, and I can't remember where else we went now. Port Adelaide and stuff like that. And we missed one island because of the fires. I've sewed them before with wheat and lavender inside, but didn't know if you could crochet one. Perhaps only a cover would do. Scotland. Oh, come on. I'm sure I can fit in the luggage. Empty out all your clothes and I'll just be bendy in there. Take care, everyone. I'm a fluffy kitten. I'm on the way out as well. So, guys, all this talk, and I forgot to talk about the sweater. Hopefully everyone's doing well with their sweater. Please, if you've got any queries regarding it, please send me a private message or leave a message on one of the tutorials if you have any issues with, something not weighing up, something not measuring up, not enough stitches, yours not adding up, whatever the case may be. The neck was easy for me, but I did it really slowly on purpose to make sure that you saw exactly what I did between colors. We joined 2 together on each set, 2 together, 2 together. Between each color set, 2 together, 2 together. All right, just remember that when you're doing the neck, otherwise it's going to be too big. Yeah. All right. So thank you very much for joining us, guys. I'm going to head off. We'll be back on Wednesdays live as normal. However, keep your eyes peeled for the scheduled live. I'm scheduling a live, not going to be as big as this one here, just a small live on Monday morning to see how the schedules go. I don't want to do the schedule and then it messes up my live. Yeah. So my normal live. So I want to do a little practice one, which we are doing on Monday, this Monday coming up. Which is the 22nd of May, I believe. The 22nd of May? Yes, so this Monday, 22nd of May, 10 a.m., there will be a live on the channel, a scheduled live, which I will actually schedule at some stage today for the Monday. So you may get another notification. It'll be later this afternoon, maybe like 4 or 3 or something, that'll schedule it for the Monday. So be aware that that's not an old one. It'll be a new one coming up on Monday. Off to crochet the balloons. Good on you, Jan. But I just wanted to keep everyone in mind that that live is not a fancy live. It's just a live to see how the schedules work. Yeah, I want to try the schedule live. Good timing. I just had half a kilo of yogurt. Oh, large packet of biscuits. I should sleep. That's cute. Good on you, Claptrap. But I'll see everyone on the Mondays live just for fun. If you're not here Monday, we'll see you on the Wednesdays live as normal. And if you're not here Wednesday, we'll see you today week. Make sure you get on today's week live because that's the live where we're going to choose a color combination of our vest. Everyone gets to go into the hat for that. Everyone on the channel, whether you've done one live antic or not. Everyone. Everyone. Thank you very much for joining us. Don't forget to like, subscribe and share. I've been Mary. This is Wow Crochet Designs. We are here to create gorgeous crochet, and I'll see everyone during the week. Oh, ciao. Bye. Be good. All that jazz. Bye. Lost the plot.